Okay, we're back on. So we have a motion that we want to put on the floor to approve $1.2 million SBA 504 commercial mortgage for the purchase of a building and equipment in the town of Perrington. We need that moved and second.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Zach seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye. Hanif, I'm abstaining. Dave Brooks.
Dave, okay, Dave is abstaining. Any opposed? All right, we have one abstention. Okay.
Thank you.
Lydia, you're gonna talk to us about the Venger software update?
I am. So our vendor, we use a vendor to submit applications and communications to the SBA. We also use their software to do financial analysis spreads. And the software we use is Ventures. It is, I fall short of saying endorsed by the SBA. They just happen to be pretty much the only SBA vendor at this point in time. They are endorsed by the NADCO, which is our industry organization, which we belong to. Ventures has kind of.
They sound like the only game in town, right?
They pretty much are, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've had some conversations with some other folks, but nobody has interfaced with the SBA. That's the problem. So we use Ventures for the minimum required activity, actually. They are enhancing their platform to do some lead generation monitoring, which would benefit us, some web templates and other enhancements, if you will. But bottom line is they're increasing their fee structure entirely. We're going from a yearly contract to a monthly contract. We're pretty much paid by seat. And our contract monthly is going to go to $806, and we are dropping one of the seats. We currently have 5. We're dropping to 4 to get it to that price. So we're looking just for the board to approve this. We continue to search for other options that we might consider for submission to the SBA, but we haven't found any yet. NADCO did give us one other name, and I had a lengthy conversation with that gentleman. They don't have an SBA interface. The other 2 principal entities out there that would do this are more geared towards banking and don't have a direct SBA interface. It doesn't appear, but we're still looking into that. Bottom line, this is month to month. If we find somebody who's better, we can move. But this is kind of where we are. We need to do this. But it's
just a side note here. These are the type of investments that we should invest in, you know?
I move we move forward with that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Phil.
We need a second. Motion to
Second.
approve 806.
Second, Dave Brooks.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was saying a little something before we got the motion in, but it's companies like this here I wish that we can invest in. They're the only game in town,
Yeah.
and they're making a profit here.
You can invest in a competitor. That might be another option.
We
Yeah.
just
Call them up and
yeah,
they may
yeah.
let you invest in it.
we just
Right.
we just went up. You know, we just voted to increase.
I know.
Yeah. We're at the parish report here. There's no action needed on this here, but there's an update to it, right?
Just wanted to let you know that the due date was March 30th. We haven't submitted it. The financial statements are not complete yet, as you know, because we don't have the K1 and the laser mac issue we're addressing. We've had clear instruction from the public authorities, ABO, Authority Budget Office, I always get that wrong, that they would rather have a complete application than a partial application. We've submitted in the past the draft audit and they found it unacceptable. So we're waiting for the final audit. As soon as we get it, we'll submit, but we wanted to make you aware that we had not submitted as of the deadline. That's that.
Well, that seems to be pretty good news. Is Rebecca with us here today?
She is.
I am here.
Mhm.
Rebecca, how you doing? You got an update for us?
I do. Thank you for the moment here. So we are thrilled with this retained program right now. In fact, we're so thrilled at the county that the county executive wants to use this as a major highlight of his county state of the county announcement in mid-May. So we have prepared the program. We have gotten the appropriate legal, thank you, legal approvals for the program. The database is ready for launch for whenever we are able to fully launch it. We intend to do a soft launch on April 26th at the Disrupt HR event. So we will have a table there and we will be sharing that with the 200 to 300 participants at that event. But there will be a much more formal announcement made by the county executive at the State of the County on May 12th, I believe it is.
How many participants do we have in retain?
We would have a maximum of 50 based upon the financial allotment.
Okay,
We don't have any yet, though.
okay. Any questions for Rebecca? Yeah, as I recall, we didn't have to really pull teeth on this one, right? This was accepted overwhelmingly, right? Universally by the corporation here.
Right, we moved some funds around from, we put a cap on the grades in order
Right.
to unlock adequate resources to accommodate for the 50 students in the pilot year.
And I think, what was some of the perks again that we were doing for the young folks? I mean, was it $2,000 or $3,000 after a certain amount of time?
Precisely. They'll get $2,000 after they have been employed and stayed in Monroe County for a year. It's going to be used for employers to have it as an incentive program, essentially to hire somebody.
And they will have lifetime passes at the Jazz Festival too, right?
Obviously.
Was that part of it? Yeah.
I don't recall that, but I'm sure we can find something somehow to make something happen.
As I recall, the earlier conversations was to get the community to put in the perks also too, so folks would stay, you know? So I guess that didn't happen, you know?
I don't know that that was formalized yet.
Yeah, oh, okay, all right. Well, keep us updated and Godspeed with that program there. Is there any other business that we have today? I tell you, I can keep you another hour in here because the weather's beautiful out there, you know? And, it'll take you away for an hour, you know? You just stay inside here. But if there's no other business, we need a motion to adjourn.
I'll move it, Joe Rizzo.
I guess we do want to stay. Joe moves it. Second?
Second, Dave Brooks.
Dave, I know you want to get out there in the weather. You all retired now and everything.
That's right.
Gee whiz,
That's
man.
right.
You look like you don't have anything to do, man.
That's
I mean, your feet are kicked up. We can see your feet up on your desk. Gee whiz, man.
I like it, Hanif. I like it. So,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
All right.
have a great day, everyone.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us today. We'll see you next month. Thank you.